Raider Nation, what's going on? It's Mitchell Renz here, host of the Raiders Report. And coming up on today's program, I'm going to give you guys some Raiders rookie minicamp news. And then also, I have ranked the players that I am most excited to watch. And I've also broken these players up in terms of the guys that the Raiders drafted, so those 11 players, and then the Raiders UDFAs, because I didn't think it was fair to blend them together. So you're going to see both of those rankings, drafted and UDFAs. The news that you need to know is that rookie minicamp begins Friday, May 9th, and it's going to go all the way until May 11th. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday is how it gets broken down. The rookies are expected, and they were told to be in Las Vegas by today. This is when I'm filming this video on May 8th, so keep that in mind. It's also important to know that this isn't mandatory for veterans. It's only mandatory for rookies, though when you have a new regime, Pete Carroll John Spytek, one of the things that I'm really going to be looking at is which veterans do end up showing up, because those are the guys that I would sit there and go, that's a real one right there. So if you don't know who the Raiders draft picks are in 2025, you're definitely not subscribed to this channel. Hit that sub button. But we got the first players here were Ashton Jeanty, Jack Bech Darien Porter, Caleb Rogers, Charles Grant. On day 3, it was Thornton Jr., Tonka Hemingway, Pegues, Tommy Mellott, Cam Miller, and Cody Lindenberg. So in the first part of today's program, I am going to rank those 11 players based on which players that I am the most excited to watch during minicamp. In terms of the UDFAs, right now we have, Jah Joyner, Parker Clements, the best facial hair I've ever seen, Matt Jones, Mello Dotson, Jarrod Hufford, Trevon Mai, Carter Runyon, Haj Malik Williams, Greedy Vance, Hudson Clark, John Humphrey, Pat Conroy, Jalen Walker, Zachary Franklin, Anthony Booker Jr., and I do also have Lockie Tossie, who is the Raiders International Pathway Program player. He's also going to be in that realm just because I don't think it's fair to put him in where the rookies are. It's also not fair to call him a UDFA. So my question to the nation out there is this: which Raiders rookie has the most to prove at rookie minicamp? Maybe some of y'all are like, you know what, we drafted Jeanty, number 6 overall. That's the guy that's got the most to prove. Or, maybe you're looking at a Cody Lindenberg who was drafted in the 7th round. He's fighting for a roster spot. I mean, MJ Devonshire didn't make this team last season being drafted in the 7th round. And the fact that also the linebacker position is way, way more open. We know Jeanty's going to be the starter. I just want to see down below which Raiders rookie has the most to prove at rookie minicamp. Let's go into the very first player here at number 11. I'm going to go in terms of players that I am excited to watch is Cam Miller. And it's no disrespect to Miller. It's just I don't really anticipate Cam Miller to make an impact on this team. He's going to go out there and he's going to battle with Aiden O'Connell, but Aiden O'Connell to me is still the quarterback 2 of this roster. Coming in here at number 10, it's going to be Caleb Rogers. And I'm a little bit lower on Rogers, maybe that's some people out there, but I want to see where they use him. If it was up to me, I'd see how he looks at the right side of the offensive line. I think that's what the Raiders are going to do. I anticipate a lot of right guard, a lot of right tackle work for Caleb Rogers. Coming in here at number 9, it's Charles Grant. I want to see how he develops and what he looks like going up against NFL talent. He dominated guys at William and Mary, but is he going to be able to go out there and show me that he can get better and better and better at the NFL level? And I want to see how confident he is going up against NFL players. Coming in at number 8, Tonka Hemingway, the defensive tackle the Raiders took at 135. There's a lot of depth at the defensive tackle position, but also because he's a little bit of a tweener, is he going to be the next Adam Butler? How much is he working with Adam Butler? Coming in here at number 7, it's going to be Pegues. There was a part of me that almost wanted to put Pegues at number 1 because he's somebody that's lined up at tight end. He's lined up at edge. They used him as a fullback. I want to know where the Raiders are using him, and he's going to get most of his work at defensive tackle, but Pegues, it's going to be fun to see how the Raiders use him, and I want to see how he's practicing. Coming in here at number 6 is going to be Thornton Jr. I want to see the speed. I want to see if this is legit 4.3 NFL speed and how it stacks up. I want to see how our defense tries to go out there and defend him. I want to see overall just when you add somebody that is 6'5", when you add somebody that runs a 4.3, and if it's clearly different, because I still remember to this day when I used to work for the New York Jets, funny enough, when I worked for the Jets, Geno Smith was the quarterback for the Jets, and I can remember watching Chris Johnson run. I can remember watching Jacoby Ford run, and seeing those guys legit 4.3 speed, it's different. Now you get to see it potentially at 6'5". That to me is going to be very different. I do want to give a huge shout out to everybody that is subscribed to this channel, and I am probably going to be making some videos over the weekend just because we're going to get some minicamp updates. So please hit that subscribe button. Please turn on those notifications because if I make a video on my off day, I hope that you guys see it. Shout out to Seth, Darth Raider, Alberto, and Jonathan Johnson for being a part of the Noti Gang, for being one of the very, very first commenters on the video that I dropped on Thursday. Let's go to number 5 here. I'm going to go with Cody Lindenberg at linebacker. Going to be fighting, for some potential starting time. And I want to see what he looks like up against Amari Gaynor, Tommy Eichenberg, Amari Burney. Is this somebody that potentially gets a starting job? We'll see. He's got to have a lot of competition out there for him. Coming in here at number 4, it's going to be Tommy Mellott. Lined up at wide receiver, was one of the best interviews I've ever had here on this show. Showed me that he's prepared, is a much better athlete than what people realize with that 4.39 speed. Are they going to line him up at quarterback? Are they only going to use him at wide receiver? We know he's going to get some special teams work. Tommy Mellott's going to be really fun to watch. At here, number 3 is Jack Bech. And I am so much more higher on Bech now than what I was when the Raiders originally drafted him. And I just want to see somebody that goes out there and is going to try to beat the shit out of you. And I mean that in the most respectful way possible. Like, I want to see Jack Bech going out there and hitting guys. And I can't remember who it was. I think it was actually Crosby when he was a rookie. He was getting yelled at by John Gruden because he was going out there and he was like almost doing too much. And guys were like, dude, you realize it's May. Crosby didn't care because that's that mindset. Jack Bech has that mindset. Coming in here at number 2 is going to be Darien Porter. I think that this man has the opportunity to be the best corner on our team right now, and he's only got 1 year of cornerback experience. Remember, he was a wide receiver at Iowa State for like 5 years, and then they converted him to corner. Is it quickly being able to, is he getting it right away? Does he have a chance to be a Richard Sherman? I sure hope so. And then number 1, I know I said earlier on the show, is it Jeanty, is it not? You can't tell me that if you're going to minicamp or if you're trying to watch the Raiders, you're telling me that Ashton Jeanty isn't going to be the number 1 guy you're the most excited to watch? That's my answer. I mean, I can't give you enough reasons. This show would be 30 minutes if I sat up here and I gave you every reason why I want to watch Ashton Jeanty. That's going to be the future of this offense with Brock Bowers, JPJ, and that's the guy that I want to go out there, and that's the guy I want to be able to watch. If you're trying to get your hands on an Ashton Jeanty jersey, you can go to chatsports.com/Raiders jerseys, or you can go to chatsports.com/Jeanty. Now, if you're like, Mitch, I don't need a Jeanty, I want just a Max Crosby, a Geno Smith jersey, then you should definitely go to this link down there below, which is going to be available to y'all down in the comments and in the description of today's video. And if anybody out there wants to get in our Jeanty raffle, I hear you loud and clear. It's a $5 super chat, or if you're unable to watch our shows when we go live, you can send in a $5 super thanks to also be entered, and we're going to announce that winner on Friday, May 30th. If you don't know how to do a super thanks, if you're on your phone, if you're watching one of our videos, it's literally what this is going to look like right underneath the subscribe button. You click that super thanks, though. I don't know who took this screenshot, but they better hit that sub button. And then also, if you're on your desktop, you can hit those 3 little buttons over there. It's going to give you a drop-down menu, and then you click that super thanks button. That's, again, I know people are busy. I know that people don't always have the opportunity to watch our live shows, but I want to give those people still more an opportunity to win an Ashton Jeanty jersey for $5. Coming up next here on the show, I'm ranking the UDFAs that I am the most excited to watch. These are my personal rankings. They're not going to align with everybody's rankings out there, but I think that a lot of people are also going to be watching these UDFAs very, very closely. So I just want to go through these a little bit quicker. From 15 all the way down, Zachary Franklin's not a receiver that I think makes this squad, and we drafted 3 wide receivers. Parker Clements, Jarrod Hufford. I'm really confident in our offensive line. I still want to see what those guys look like. Haj Malik Williams, this would go up higher if you told me that they're using him in special teams. Quarterback-wise, he's not better than Cam. He's not better than Aiden. Hudson Clark, going to have some special teams value then. From 10 all the way down to 6, Anthony Booker's a monster of a human being. Carter Runyon, good tight end prospect. Mac Jones, John Humphrey, a little bit more of like a nickel corner. Jones, a lot of competition at linebacker. Trevin Mahe, from an athletic standpoint, is, again, like 94th percentile of all defensive tackle prospects. And then 5 all the way down to 1, Pat Conroy, 99 percentile from athletes at the tight end position. Played a little bit of fullback as well. I think Jah Joyner has the best chance to make this squad. Jalen Walker, I do think, also is an interesting special teams linebacker prospect. Greedy Vance because he plays in the nickel, and that's a position that I want to be able to upgrade on. And then Mello Dotson, somebody that I thought could honestly end up getting drafted. Also had the most pick sixes at the University of Kansas. Not somebody I think that plays in the nickel, but because he's got that competitive nature, those are how I'm going to be ranking the UDFAs that I'm going to be watching at rookie minicamp. If you don't already know, I want people to always hit me up on Instagram, Twitter, X, whatever the hell you want to call it, at Mitchell Renz 365. And I say that simply because it also gives me the opportunity to meet a lot of the people and see the faces of the people that love and support this show. So something really cool happened last week, and my dad, when he was at work, he ran into a Raider fan. Shout out to Brandon from the 570, and he's like, yo, are you Papa Renz? And my dad's like, yeah, I'm Papa Renz. And then he opened up his work jacket and was like, look, I'm rocking the Raiders. I love the Raiders report. I love what your son does. And then I got a really cool picture from the Northeast PA group. And for those that don't know, I'm from the 570. I'm a central Pennsylvania kid, Amish country. Shout out to Danville, Pennsylvania. Like, that's where I'm from. So I'm telling y'all, to the NEPA guys, when I pull back up to the 570, I'm going to come have some beers. We're going to go get some food wherever you guys are partying. Just let me buy a few rounds. But that's why I want y'all to follow me on IG. And I only say that again simply because of it helps me get to know the people that watch this show. And it also helps me also answer some questions that I can't get to on live. So one more time here. Here are the Raiders rookies to watch at minicamp. Cam Miller, Caleb Rogers, Charles Grant, based on how excited I am to watch them. Tonka Hemingway, J.J. Pegues, Dante Thornton Jr., and then my top five, Cody Lindenberg, Tommy Mellott, Jack Bech, Darien Porter, and Ashton Jeanty. And for a friendly reminder, one more time here, the Raiders rookie minicamp news that you need to know was that it begins when you see this video. It'll be going out today, and it's going to be going until Sunday. But if you also want to know something that Chugs and I are going to be doing, we're going to be doing a Madden season, and it's going to start May 16th. And it's going to be a lot more live shows in the offseason. We're going to be doing these Madden Sims on Monday and on Friday. Don't worry. I'm still going to be live every Tuesday, every Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern time. And those are going to be shows that are just going to be a little bit more of, just the content that we provide. The craziness is going to happen on Friday. Mondays, we're going to get after it as well. But I'm just a normal Raiders fan that can't wait for this season to end up happening. And I love being able to do Madden Sims because, again, you got to be a sicko to watch the Raiders report in May, June, and July. But you know what? That's people that I would consider real ones, and real ones are people that support this show. I have also been told that I owe a boot. And for the first time ever, I am going to do a boot in the middle of a Raiders report cut. So if you're not watching this live and you're like, why the hell is this guy doing a boot? Thursday's happy hour. I like to have a good time. I like to go back to my Oakland roots back there at tailgating. So I'm going to knock back a boot here. And if this doesn't give you a reason why you should watch the Raiders report on a Thursday, then quite frankly, I don't know what will. Oh my God, Chugs does it so much better. Subscribe, turn on your noties, pull up for our live shows. Rebel, I love you.